In this video, I'm going to explain how your response to your chronic pain and symptoms can determine if they're going to be maintained and worsen, or they will reduce and dissipate. I'm also going to break down the steps you can follow to respond to your chronic symptoms with more safety and regulation, which is ultimately going to help you heal. Lastly, I'm going to provide you with some free meditation links that you can start to utilize today. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tanner Murtaugh, and me and my team of therapists use a brain-based approach to help people heal their chronic pain and chronic symptoms. Now, from the latest research, we know that many forms of chronic pain, chronic fatigue, chronic dizziness, or other chronic symptoms are neuroplastic. So with neuroplastic pain and symptoms, there's no damage or disease in your body that is responsible for your symptoms. They're occurring because your brain and nervous system has been stuck in this heightened state of danger and dysregulation. So in order to heal neuroplastic pain and symptoms, we need to shift from trying to treat the physical body to treating the brain and nervous system. The concept of the first and second arrow comes from Buddhist teachings. So the first arrow is unavoidable pain that someone's feeling. The second arrow is your response to that pain that leads to further suffering. So when you think about this, the first arrow is neuroplastic pain and symptoms. When you're hit with something that feels painful or uncomfortable. But the second arrow is when we respond to our pain and symptoms with dysregulation. Most human beings, just naturally, respond to pain and symptoms with dysregulation. This is very normal. So this can look like a flight response where you respond with nervousness, anxiety, panic, worry, or fixation. A fight response where you feel agitated, angry, frustrated. You try to fix and figure out the symptoms frantically. It can be a fawn response where you're trying to gain social approval from others. You try to be perfect at work or at school, and you try to provide for everyone else's needs above your own. Now, it also can be a freeze and shutdown response where people go numb, they feel despair, they feel hopelessness, helplessness, and completely disconnect from the outside world. But by using brain retraining, you can stop the second arrow. You can stop the negative thinking and beliefs about the body. You can stop the difficult emotions and dysregulation in response to your symptoms. You can stop the fixing and figuring it out behaviors, and you can stop avoiding movements, positions, and living life. Brain retraining is using specific strategies and practices to help create a safe and regulated response to your chronic symptoms. Essentially, we use brain retraining to eliminate the second arrow, which is dysregulation in response to your pain and symptoms. So we use brain retraining to reduce the dysregulated response to your pain and symptoms. And a real benefit to this is over time, as you reduce that second arrow of dysregulation, the first arrow of pain and symptoms, when they're neuroplastic, can reduce and actually dissipate. This is possible. Now, when I explain brain retraining to people, I explain it that it's a process of show and tell. You tell your brain it's safe by gathering evidence that your symptoms are neuroplastic, by starting to create safer beliefs that your body is actually physically healthy and capable, and by consistently using safe self-talk. So safe self-talk are cognitive messages you can tell yourself that create more regulation. I have a whole video on safe self-talk and how you can start to make your own safe self-talk and use it in meditation form. I'll put that link in the description of this video. Now, telling your brain it's safe will not be enough to actually heal. you need to also show your brain that the body is safe. So how you can do this is you can visualize moving your body, using your body, fully engaging in life again. You can start to do somatic work with pain and symptom sensations, where you drop into them, you describe them, you deepen your connection with them, and you use somatic tools to create safety and regulation. On a daily basis, you can also use safety signal practices such as breath work, present moment sensing, somatic tapping or massage, or any other practice that creates a feeling of calmness for you. And lastly, you can do actual exposure work where you start to use your body more. Maybe you get into certain positions that feel dangerous. You start to do certain movements, or you start to work towards, a career or school goal. Essentially, you want to show your brain that you are able to fully live life again. To get you started for free, I'll put some practice links in the description of this video that can help show your brain that you're safe. Through this process of show and tell, you can retrain your brain. And what you're doing is you're creating safety and regulation in response to your symptoms, which can help remove that second arrow of dysregulation. And when your symptoms are neuroplastic, as you remove the second arrow, the first arrow of pain and symptoms can actually reduce or dissipate. So please put your questions, comments down below, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.